What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the financial guidance counselor. I wanted to come back because I'm hearing a lot of people ask, what is it that MyEcon does, or what is it that I do, and what am I involved in, and how can it benefit them? And I want to make it understandable, because if you don't understand it, then why would you join? Why would you even partake into the benefits of it if you don't even realize that it's a benefit? So here's what we got. Here is, excuse my manuscript, but here's the company's name, MyEcon, right? And MyEcon charges $35 monthly, right? Now, what does $35 get you? A lot of people say, well, that's another bill to pay. Where am I supposed to get that $35 from? That's the key of joining with MyEcon. So let me show you how we break it down. Okay, MyEcon is going to show you that as a W-2 worker, which is a person who has a 9-to-5 job, excuse my dog, she's tapping all over the place. But a person who has a W-2 is a person who has a 9-to-5 job. You have a employer, so you are an employee. So with that being said, you would fill out a W-4. A W-4 form, right? W-4 form tells your employer how much taxes and how much you want to get withdrawn outside of your taxes. Say you want extra funds to be withdrawn as a savings, you would put this on W-4. Now, here's where MyEcon comes in at. This section here is business. This section here is an investing. All right? Now, for the $35, it's actually $34.95, but we're going to round it off to $35 monthly. We're going to teach you a strategy that allows you to minimize taxes. So you're going to minimize your taxes, which allows you to bring in monthly from your current job, from where you're working at now. Why are you able to get this? This right here is because as a business, you are able to set up your W-4 as a business. So it's going to give you the benefits of owning a business, and your taxes is different. Because on a normal basis, you will be being taxed from on this section here from anywhere from 28 to 33% of your money is coming out. So 1/3 of your check basically is coming out as a W-2. But once you jump over into this side here, you're cutting the taxes way down. So instead of having that 28 to 32% range on your paycheck coming in, now you're knocking it down to anywhere from 25 and lower, right? So you're gonna say 25% and lower. This one we're gonna do, 28 and higher, it'd be 33%. Okay? When you get into the investment range, it's where the smart people put their money. Investment, you're only paying 15% or less on your money. So let's start back over where we began at. You come into the company, you say, man, I need some help paying my bills. Man, I'm getting hit with all kinds of things. I need some extra income, some extra cash flow, right? Some extra cash flow is what most are looking for. That's why I started the business and why I joined, because I seen the value. Now keep in mind, the $34 got you started. $35 a month, but it's $35 to start. shot you over here. We say the first step that we do, because we have 5 streams of income, right? 5 streams of income. So the first one, this is the first one here, we put back $200 to $800 back into your paycheck. So what does that do for your $35? It makes your company free at this point. Why? Because you got the $200 to $800 back, the $35 came out of that, so you were making anywhere from $100 and we say $35, we say $165 down to $700 and some change. When you round it off, $765 there. So it covers the $35. So now you got a business that's running itself and it's running for free. So now we're in the business side of things. Here's what you're going to do. Now that you're getting this money back, you're going to start to do this. You're going to pay your car payment off a little faster because you're getting an extra $200 to $800 in. So that's going to go away. We're going to eliminate debt now. You're going to do your credit cards. You're going to knock your credit card side of the way. Say you want to be smart about it and you want to pay your premiums for your insurance and all that in advance because you have extra money. You can do that. You got your student loans, all that good stuff. You can do that. So now we're just going to group back and say, you have taken this money and started eliminating debt. Now, your cash flow started with the $280. All right? If you were paying $500 right now for your car payment, $500 plus $200, we're gonna go to the lower scale of it, plus $200 equals $700 that you're paying every month for your car instead of paying $5. So you basically almost did a quarter of what you're paying and paying it earlier. So how fast do you think that's gonna go? It's gonna go pretty quick, right? So let's get to the meat and potatoes. If that hasn't sold you already, should have already sold you, because that's the whole reason why we get in the game, is to make money and to keep more of it. All right, now that you're in the business side of it, we already know we paid off debt. Paid debt, and we also managed our expenses. So we're gonna say management. Management, right? And so we already know we manage our expenses. Now, being that you're a business owner, now that you're in this tax frame, guess what you can start to do now? The cell phone that you're using, that can be a write-off. Ready for it? Your internet write-off, right? What else would you use on a normal basis? Parts of your overhead, far as your electric. Now, when it comes to the electric, stuff like that, keep in mind you want to keep records, which MyEcon provides a program, actually an app that we use to document everything that we use, as far as all our receipts, where we went, how far our mileage was, how much gas we spent on it, blah, blah, blah. We get it all in, so at the end of the year, it's no tax audit that you need to worry about. All you need to do is just transfer your app that is provided by MyEcon over to your CPA or whoever's handling your taxes, and then you have a proof for it. So it's no problem. Now, here we have this right here, internet, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Here's a big thing for me, and it should be for you. Kid expenses, right? Kid expenses. Each year you guys are going to buy Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, school clothes, tennis shoes, tuitions, child support, you name it, you're going to buy it. By you owning a business for only $34 a month, you are legally allowed to write off up to $12,000 per kid. Per kid. And this is the new 2008 tax reform. It went up from $6,300 from last year. So you can get extra now. So we're gonna say cell phone. Say you got a home-based business as I do now. Majority of my phone is used for my business. 85% of that is wrote off. My internet, majority of my internet is used for my business. I say 20 of it I may use for my son to do his research for school or whatever, right? So we're gonna say 80% of that I'm using for this. Electric. I have a home-based business, so I have to have electric to run my computer, electric to fire up anything, my lights and all that good stuff to have an office, right? So we're gonna say 20% of that, just to be on the safe side. Because, you know, of course I use it as my own place of living, my residence, so we don't wanna get too greedy and we want to abide by the IRS standards. So then we get 100 and something this year. Now, this is the key, guys. That is a big major save. So not only are you getting all this to pay your debt, you're also doing all this. And I haven't even gotten to the other side of the fact that you actually have a business. What is your business? What are you doing in your business? Well, your business is this. You learned how to do this. You've learned how to do this. So you have helped people's lives as far as transform financially. So you showed them how can you keep more money, make more money, right? Write off more of your taxes, so you're saving some more of your money. And then MyEcon also jumps over and show you how to invest your money. That you can get you a double-digit return. So, listen, people, we have been saving and saving and saving and saving and saving. Hey, man, put it on the mattress. Hey, put it in the jar. Put it in this. Where has that actually gotten us? Where has that gotten us? These taxes are the same taxes that your president of the United States, as of now, yes, Mr. Donald Trump, has been using for many years. Because they changed some things around, they shift some things, take some things, this and that, but it still has the same concept. And if they're doing, speaking of changes, they're doing that so many changes, why aren't we informed of these changes and we just allow our W-4s to stay as they are because we always felt that's just a standard, or that's part of being hired. No, that's part of getting your money. At the end of the year, you're getting your money. Okay, so if you had your money all through the year for, let's say, $200 to $800 a month, you paid off all your debt, so now you're debt-free. You've cash flowed an extra almost $1,000 back into your thing. At the end of the year, you're writing off pretty much all of your overhead at this point. Now, I want to touch back on this for a little bit more. Why are we allowed to get a write-off for up to $12,000 per kid? Reason why is because now that you own a business, it allows you to take that kid and say, you know what, I'm gonna pay you wages. So instead of paying them allowances, you pay them wages. You understand? See now, if you're a big baller, you come into this game and you say, you know what, I want to go all in with MyEcon. And there's a lot of people that do this. And you want to get your kids into a situation where they're either being educated on how to be a video photographer, or they are maybe editing your videos, or maybe they're the one who actually capturing your videos, or they're being models to promote your business, whatever it may be to cover that $12,000. They allow you to do it. And some of us have like 3 or 4 kids. I mean, let's be realistic. Even if I could just write off another $1,500, $2,000 just for my kid throughout the year, what he did for me, he helped keep the office clean. He took the trash out. He also, set my schedule up. He planned some things. He passed out some flyers at a soccer game. Those things are write-offs, man. These are things that keep money back in your pocket. And I forgot about miles. I was thinking about soccer games and all that stuff. What about the miles? What about miles traveling to your family reunion, traveling to your soccer game, where you are actually showing people on the field as your kids play you're actually sharing something about your business. All these things can be written off, man. So you guys want to really think about this, this concept. Now, what MyEcon also, the major thing, what they do is this. MyEcon will pay you $10 to $35 per person that you teach this strategy as I'm teaching to you now. And they decide to say, hey man, I see the value in paying $35 a month because I'm not losing it, because I'm getting it back here, and I'm able to write all this stuff off because of the fact that I have my own base business. Plus, I'm turning my money into a double-digit return, so my money is working for me. So now you got 3 streams of things that are bringing money back to you. They're just bringing money back to you. Now, of course, the money management, we can consider that as another thing that's bringing money back to you, because our spending needs to be at a halt. You do not see rich people spending and spending and spending and spending and spending unless they're doing what? They're either writing it off, right? Or they're investing it so it can get their money back in return. But they're not just spending and getting more debt. They know how to stay out of it. So of course we want to manage it. So that's 4 things we cover. So now, here is the big key. Here's the big key of this. So when you first come to MyEcon, you're going to sign up for your let's say $35. Now, we like to add extra value to that because we have what we call the cashback mall. So in other words, we have all the companies you can think of in a Dollar General, Walmart, Foot Locker, I mean, you name it, whatever you into, coffee, I mean, you name whatever store you use, we pretty much have it involved with they have teamed up with MyEcon, so they're giving back cash back from anywhere from 2 to 10% cash back every time you use your card. So how many mothers are out there or families are out there using Walmart on a weekly basis, some cases daily basis? Imagine getting some of that money back and shifting it back in your income. So let's get back to how you get paid, because we've already been paid so much at this point. But how do you get paid on top of getting paid? So the cherry on top of the situation is this. Once you come in, you are what they call a marketing director. So a marketing director, you have teamed up with MyEcon. You are in business. You know, whatever your name is, that's what you would call yourself. You basically have a franchise, a financial franchise, a financial literacy franchise that you use as, like in my case, is Clearview Future. So what you do is when you first come in, for the first 2 people that you sign up, this is what you're gonna get, $10. Think about that. 2 people have already paid pretty much majority of your month right there. There's 2 people. But keep in mind, it's not really needing to be paid because it's already being paid here. Do you see where I'm going with this? This company runs itself, right? And then on top of that, motivates you to make more money. Now, once you have your 2 people, let's do it like that. 2 people, you now have what they call a base shop. So the base shop does what? Now at this point, it puts you from because you remember you were a marketing director. Now you are a EVP because you have gotten your 2 people. Executive Vice President. Follow me, guys. Follow me. It's very simple. Follow me. But exactly, you got 2 people. You started for $35. You got 2 people. The $10 they paid you as your commission. And then once you got past those 2 people and you got your 3rd person, you get a whole $35. A whole $35 comes back in your pocket for each person that you get from this point on under the rank of EVP. So it's a no-brainer, man. 5 streams of income. Change your W-4, minimizes your taxes. That's 1. Management, that's 2. You're writing all this off, that's more money back in your pocket, that's 3. You're learning to invest your money. You're learning to make your money work for you and knowing where to put it. And we show you that, and we have groups and families of folks who are really knocking this out and retiring 20, 30 years before they're supposed to. And then here's for the fifth. Think about that, guys. Think about the possibility of that. A lot of people want to get into the frame of, oh man, if I just did, 1,000 of these, I can do that. Start small. Start small. Watch this. Literally watch this. If you had 10 people per month, 10 people per month, right? 10 people times $35, what you got? 350, right? Watch this. Now you already got $200, $800. We'll go with the small scale. We're gonna say you got $200 because your taxes, right? So $200. $200 for your taxes. Now you're writing off and saving a lot of your money. So the money that you're already spending, you're gonna actually be able to use that to pay some of the taxes on the other side that you may end up owing, or you may be getting back a refund on top of getting back this here. So let's just talk about these two. That's $550 monthly. I know I just spelled that wrong. Right? $550 monthly. And you paying $35. What's the total of that, guys? Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. Tell me this ain't this is like good shit. That's amazing. That's amazing. What do you have? Winner.